fair or foul. The gorgeous day provided the perfect setting for a soccer game. Nora and Jenna, the first breaker players at the field, discussed today's opponents, the Wildcats. I heard that supposedly some of these girls are really tall, Jenna said, and last year they were unbeaten. Well, it's a whole new season, said Nora. I have a little self-confidence. Her pep talk was directed as much to herself as to Jenna, because there was no doubt this year the Breakers were way out of their comfort zone. This fall, they had advanced to the Junior League. Used to be among the oldest players in the league, they were now among the youngest. And after the first preliminary matches, it was obvious that they had a lot of hard work that lay ahead. This year, they were playing on full-size fields, and from her position on defense, Nora could see that the game was much faster and tougher. The Wildcats weren't afraid to throw their whole bodies into guarding their opponent and stealing a pass. When the halftime whistle finally sounded, the Breakers collapsed on the grass with their water bottles. Nora let their comments spin around her. I can't believe they didn't call fouls on those girls. Did you see number 10 trip me on purpose? It's not fair that the refs let them play so hard. That team is totally brutal. Nora was glad when the coach chimed in. Officially, the Wildcats are not breaking any rules, but you can see how much higher the level of play is this year. The second half progressed much like the first, with the Wildcats constantly sweeping the ball up the field to the Breakers' goal. Despite some brilliant saves, the game ended with the Wildcats on top, 5-0. Typically, soccer games end with two teams lining up, slapping hands, and saying, "Good game." Today, Nora was embarrassed by what she saw. Many of her teammates refused to slap hands, while others had spread mud across their palms so they could smear it onto their unsuspecting opponents. And up and down the line, Nora heard the Breakers muttered, "Bad game." "That's real mature," Nora shouted as everyone sat down to unlace their cleats. "Traitor," someone muttered back at her. Defiant, Nora grabbed her stuff and walked to the far side of the field. She saw an angry Coach Ortiz gather everyone around. After the meeting, Jenna headed Nora's way and sat next to her. "What did Coach say?" Nora asked. "She told us we had two choices," said Jenna. "We could either keep blaming our inexperience on the other team or decide to step it up and learn from them." "Sounds about right," said Nora. "Maybe we should schedule an extra practice," said Jenna. "Sounds like a plan," said Nora. The girls went to find their teammates.